At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to call the October 2025 meeting of your Hanover Borough Council to order. I request that we all stand and recite our wonderful Pledge of Allegiance together. We'll follow that with a brief moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and please be seated. Secretary Felix, shall we call the roll?
Okay, Mr. Fuentes? Here. Mrs. Funk? Here. Mrs. Greenholt?
Here.
Mr. Bob? Here. Mr. Hegberg?
Here.
Mr. Kress? Mr. Lookenbill?
Here.
Mr. Ricart?
Here.
Mr. Rowland?
Here.
Dr. Rupp?
Here.
Solicitor Schultes? Here. Manager Lewis. We have Amy Adler, Assistant Manager, here tonight in place of Manager Lewis. Here. Mayor Whitman. Here. Secretary Felix. Junior Counsel Alexis Day. We have a quorum.
Thank you. I will acknowledge that there was not an executive session held by council since we were last together 1 week ago today. And with that, move us into presentation of a new junior council member. Dr. Rupp, will you handle that for us?
Whatever, I was just turning the mic over.
Thank you. Okay, we'll go. I'm happy to introduce you Evelyn Stitt, who's going to be our new junior student. Where is she going to be? She's going to be a junior council person. And I'm going to, she's going to repeat this pledge. Go ahead, just go ahead.
I, Adeline Stitt, do solemnly pledge that I accept the position of Hanover Borough Junior Council Person. I promise to attend monthly council meetings, observe Borough Council meeting rules, and actively participate in borough business. I understand that I cannot vote on any issue and I cannot attend executive sessions.
All right, so we'll sign that and then we'll just add her to the end. All right? Want a picture here of her? Okay. Thank you. Congratulations. Let's go over here.
Yes, welcome aboard, Adeline. At this time, we will open us up for the first public comment portion of the meeting. I have one presenter, that being Robert Holt.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman. Robert Holt from the 3rd Ward. Mr. Chairman, on your agenda tonight, you're going to vote on a meeting schedule. And I'm going to ask again that you put emphasis on these committee meetings. These meetings that are supposed to be held in the public are actually held as they're scheduled. Too many times the meetings are canceled without any notice, even to chairman at times, and no real explanation for why the meetings aren't held. Now, you say you do this consent agenda where you vote everything en masse with no discussion because these issues can be discussed at the committee meetings and it can be heard by the public, but that does not happen, and it's more the rule than the exception. So I don't know where you hear the public comments. I don't know where the constituents get a chance to have input. Mr. Chairman, I'm also going to point out that in your miscellaneous fee resolution, you know, this is a classic case where you pick winners and losers. And the losers, again, are the constituents, the taxpayers of the borough. And we lose out to the special interest groups. You raise the consumption fee, which is a tax by its nature as defined by the United States Supreme Court. You raise the consumption fee, but you don't raise other fees like the rental fees for the market house. And the taxpayers are going to subsidize the market house to the tune of $68,000 as proposed in the upcoming budget. And that's not fair to the taxpayers. If they're going to do business at the market house, they should pay the full cost of what it takes to run a business. I mean, too many times I've heard people in this room say they don't want to hurt business. But when are they not going to hurt the taxpayers? And lastly, Mr. Chairman, I want to point out that while you all seem to congratulate yourselves on saving $59,000 on this building project that you've engaged in through a savings, but you went over budget by $3 million. You've tried to cut back $2 million of it, and the overall end result is you cut out some of the essential stuff. You're taking the Emergency Operations Center away from the police public safety building and moving it over here. I don't understand that, and a lot of people don't understand that. And I just don't know. It just seems to me when I stand in this room, I look at an example of government misallocation of resources in excess. The entire project was supposed to be done because we needed a new police facility and a public safety facility, and you did this first, and now the police department, the public safety is left to just, well, get the leftovers of what's left over from the money. And it just seems the whole thing was not done with a well-thought-out strategy. And I just don't know. I just keep thinking, I don't know what to think sometimes, except, here's a guy not walking around calling taxpayer dollars free money like your staff does. And it's just, you're broke. You're broke, sir. And the staff is walking around and expending taxpayer dollars without any real concern about the impact on the taxpayers. I thank you for your time, sir.
Okay, community media, is there anyone online who would like to address council in the preliminary period?
Those joining us via Zoom, you are now able to unmute yourselves if you would like to address council. Those joining
That's a no? Okay.
Bill,
Yeah.
can I make just one observation here? That
Sure.
closing the committees, that the people had come up here, and they expected to go to the committee meetings, and they called me and left me know that they did not know that they were closed. So I don't want to put the public at a disadvantage. So I think it's something that we should address later on down, okay? As if we can, please. And then also, I just found out about the room that they're going to create downstairs here in the municipality, in this room, the municipal building. And, sorry. And I didn't know anything about it. So I thought it was going over to the police department, the public safety building. And the only reason I'm bringing it up, Bill, is because the fact of the matter is that if we have a major disaster, it really should be in the hands of the police department because they're going to be in touch with federal and state police, working it. And if we have to relocate them over here, Bill, we could be taking them out of the element that they need to be in for those disasters or anything that we would face like that. Okay? Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. I'll officially close the first public comment portion of the meeting, noting that we have a second round at the end. At this time, I will request for a motion for approval and consideration of the consent agenda, agenda item 5.
I'll make a motion.
Motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion, a second. Any discussion on the consent agenda before I call the question? Seeing no questions, all in favor of approval signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, nay? Consent agenda is approved. Moving into finance, personnel, and administration, without Councilor Crest present, is there someone else who would like to move 601 and 602 possibly, starting with 601?
Willing to do that, although I'm not
You're qualified.
totally okay. So, on 601, ratify the building construction order, change order for minus just short of $60,000 for masonry veneer cost savings.
Okay, is there a second? Discussion? Okay. All in favor of item 601 signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Motion carries. Would a counselor like to move for 602?
Second is 602, a miscellaneous fee resolution. Approve the amended resolution number 1450.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Do we have any discussion?
Thank you.
Seeing none, all in favor of the 602 signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? One no? Motion carries. All right, with that, we will come to the additional and second public comment portion of the meeting. I have Mr. Holt. Sorry, you're at the top of the list again. If you'd like to come forward.
Sorry, sir. I'm going to go back to the budget because as it lays right now, you're in a perilous decision of choosing priorities, and the result of which you're going to steer into the fourth consecutive year of a major tax increase, depending on how it goes. And I just think the whole thing comes down to the priorities. Are you going to protect the people, provide the police services and the fire services they need? Are you going to cater to special interest groups and do things like subsidize businesses at Market House? Give $40,000 to Main Street, which has $250,000 in the bank according to the Form 990. They're financially set. And yet they keep coming over here and panhandling us for taxpayers' dollars. And I don't know what we are getting that we couldn't deal with up. What is essential, Mr. Chairman? And I just feel like it's got to stop. You have the library, the local municipalities in the community, most notably Adams County, that contributes nothing, even though their citizens come over here. And you have an unsustainable business strategy going with the library. And then I hear you're going to reapply for a state grant that's going to obligate us to operate at extended hours and provides all kinds of programs that we wouldn't have to do and will cost us far more in money than the measly $185,000 or so we're going to get. And Mr. Chairman, I'm asking you to reconsider this budget and pick the priorities that are the most important to the taxpayers. That is to protect them, to ensure they have good roads, they have safe streets, they have protection that they need, and they feel secure. I mean, when I saw last year, you used $156,000 on upgrading a park over on West Hanover Avenue, and that doesn't even include the pavilion that you put up this year. I mean, I don't know what the priorities are, sir. So I thank you for your time.
Okay, next we'll have Sandy Mao.
Sandy, can you turn the mic on?
Yep.
I am unaware of any additional programs that are being considered for the library. I've asked the Board of Governors numerous questions, and I have also asked questions of this body, and most of the time I do not get any responses. Tonight I want to focus on a situation. A library employee came before this body in 1999 and announced that there were 5,117 hours of volunteer time. Of that number, 5,000 was attributed to the ARD program. That ARD program launched into a basis for a drug operation. There's nothing on the books that indicate how much money was spent or devoted to the employees who had to supervise and chaperone these guys. And now the problem continues. And we have the alcohol and the drug issue. The alcohol, unfortunately, the cans are beginning to show up again in the streets. In addition, there are now liquor bottles, particularly rum, miniature size, pint size, in the alley leading from the hotel to a certain business establishment at the end of that alley. That individual has been showing up in that business with a bottle, took it out, drank from it. Now, I can't tell. Usually rum is a tan color, amber color. This was white, so I couldn't tell if it was gin, if he had reused the bottle. Then, 2 days ago, he shows up again. He has a Big Daddy, and he opens it inside the establishment. To the best of my knowledge, they do not have a liquor license, and they don't have approval for BYOB. And furthermore, we were told that they had cleaned out Clearview. Well, that lasted for about a day, and this character is residing up there.
Sandy, you have about a minute. Okay.
Thank you. So I implore you to please help in getting rid of this issue. Thank you.
Okay, and
Bill, could you get me some information, please, Drew, on the, there was a grant. There was a grant, Amy, I don't know, do you know about it, for Parks and Recreation, and I was told to put on hold, and we have like 2,000 left for the pavilion over at Bear Avenue, and I didn't hear what happened to the grant that you were going for. Did we get it? Would you, or at least see where we're at on it, okay? Because I know it's taken care of if we don't, but be nice to know where we stand. Thank you.
okay, I have the last in-room request to address council here at the second session. That is Deb Wilson. I don't know if you've addressed this before, but your name and address for the record, and we'll hear what you have to say.
Okay, I'm Deb Wilson. I live at 70 Panther Drive at Conewaga Estates near Ram Drive. I'm hearing that 2 of the council people went to go see biochar, and you're considering putting this at the Hanover sewer plant on Ram Avenue. But I need you to really take in consideration all the side effects from this building, the trucking from this building, the health issues, because right now in Bethel, Pennsylvania, they have eye burns, nose burns, throat burns, respiratory issues. And then we have water, and there's people being sued, farmers, everybody, for using this product then in their fields because it would affect the water, our health. There's a list of things health-wise that this stuff does to people. And I would really want you to look deeply into all those. I know all this information was sent to you as well. So before anything gets definitely approved, and I don't know if I can be notified when something is on the agenda for this, because it's not a good thing.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Community media, is there anyone online who would like to address council at the final session for said purpose?
Those joining us via Zoom, you are now able to unmute yourselves if you would like to address council.
Seeing none, I will close the second public comment portion of the meeting. Point out our standard policies, as there's a few new folks here this evening, that we request you exit the premises of the building within 15 minutes of the banging of the gavel, so this allows staff to secure the building and call an end to their day. And I happily call your attention to, most of us probably know this, but Trick or Treat is coming up a week from yesterday, Tuesday, October 28th. It is 6 to 8 p.m. in the Borough, and the only thing you have to do is turn on your porch lights, answer the door, or sit out front, and hand out something for trick-or-treaters.
What was the date, the 28th?
28th, yep. So, and I might be dressed as a council person this year, so Please be kind.
And then Thursday night is also the annual Halloween parade.
You stole my thunder, Mayor.
Oh, sorry,
I
I
had
thought you
that.
were done.
Nope, I had
Alright.
that one covered. So. I'm sorry, but I closed the public comment portion, so we'll be here next month. Okay, at this time, yeah, I'll request a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you.